Hi, we're back cooking with Sharon. And, every time I go home to Minnesota, my sister-in-law has these amazing shrimp rolls. And I would say for the past, oh my gosh, I think they've been married now for 15 years. I don't know. It's been a while. But every time, everyone in the family always begs her to make these shrimp rolls. It's so funny because whenever we come into town, she automatically has like a stash for us. But it's funny, I say, because my brother and my niece and nephew, they're like, we never get these shrimp rolls. So my sister-in-law said, Sharon, I'm going to show you how to make them. And so this is all about, my sister-in-law Sin and her recipe for these shrimp rolls. I've made them before, but hopefully I will master them this time because I think I've asked her about 3 times now. And it's so simple. I mean, she makes it look so easy though. And hopefully I'll do the same as well. But really, as you see here, some simple ingredients. We have shrimp, salt, pepper, sugar, and green onions, spring onions. And then our wraps for our actual shrimp rolls. And then right here, I've already put together a cornstarch slurry just to close the actual rolls once we get done. So what I've already done, you can take some 16 by 20, they're extra large shrimp, and we're going to start with these first. And what I did already is I've cut them and I've sliced them down the middle. So I've taken just a regular shrimp like this, and then just take a regular chef knife, cut it down the middle, and we're just going to make it so it's a long piece. Just like that. All right. So the prep part is what's going to be essential. And then getting your rolling technique in down pat is going to be the other part, which I'm still working on. She has it down to a science. I mean, I watch her roll these rolls. It's so impressive too, how many rolls she can make in a short period of time. So let's get started. I pretty much have those already sliced. So we're going to take our green onion and we're just going to finely mince it. And while we're doing that, make sure your oil, we're going to preheat our oil to medium temperature. I mean, typically you would probably put together all of your rolls and then fry all at once. But I'm probably not going to do them all together right now. I'm just going to show you a few of them, and then we'll finish them off a little bit later. It's ideal. I think I'll probably have, hopefully, I don't know, about 50. I don't know. We're going to make probably about 12 because I'm going to probably eat 3 or 4. And someone told me that I better get this right as far as these rolls are concerned. I think I'll be able to do it. But as you see, we've just made our spring onion finely diced right here. And I think that's about enough. We'll just make a little bit more. It won't hurt. So this is the easy part right here. Okay. And then we will take our shrimp that I already have right here, devein, tail off, shell off, all that jazz. And we're going to, I think I took all of them. It's all good. Okay, so we're going to put this in along with our salt and pepper. And then what you see right here is like a sweet chili Thai sauce we're going to use as dipping. So this is salt. And then we have pepper right here. There's no set amount. We're just going to season it well. And a lot of times when people think of shrimp rolls, you think of like carry out. And you also have, in most of these, you would put in vegetables or rice noodles or what have you. This is so simple. We're going to keep it simple, but trust me, it is so good. I'm telling you, we fight over them when we're at home, so they got to be good. All right, and then we're going to put just a little bit of sugar. You know what? I've never asked her why the sugar is important, but I'm just going to trust her because, I mean, she's been doing this for a while, so I think she knows what she's doing. But just a little. Okay, we'll put a little bit more of I'm going to add in just a little bit more of the spring onion, and then the actual papers, as I started to say a little bit earlier, that's what's key actually. We want the type that's going to crisp up when we fry. We don't want, soggy rolls. That's going to be key. And I'm pretty sure I found the right ones at the Asian market. But you can also find them, I think, in your local grocery store. But, I mean, best bet is to just go ahead to your international or your Asian market and get some of these supplies because it's so easy. All right, so we have this all ready to go. And now we're going to I've already taken this is how they come. This particular brand actually is in the frozen section. So I've unthawed them, and then you'll see right here, they come thick like this. So you're going to have to peel them apart. And that's what I've done right here, what you see on the table. So you just peel it apart like this, and then I have them all ready to go. So we're going to take our shrimp, our paper, and our shrimp. And you don't want to really leave them out exposed too long because they will dry out, the actual paper. Okay, so we're going to take one of our, that one was broken. Okay, so we're going to take one of our shrimp like this, and we're going to roll. This is the part that I had to learn over the years, is rolling the shrimp roll. Now, like I said, I watch her, and she probably does 3 to my 1. I'm a work in progress. So you're going to take just that little bit of the cornstarch slurry, and bam. So you have a nice little roll right there. So we're going to just roll up some. And while we're rolling, I'm going to make sure that our oil is nice and hot, because I'm going to actually make my cornstarch just a little bit thicker. And all you would do is take regular cornstarch and a little bit of water. You could also use like an egg wash if you wanted to as well, just to seal it. But I'm going to use my cornstarch right here, and we'll put that off to the side. So as we are rolling, this is the tedious part. And I think that's why maybe she doesn't make them all the time at home for her family. But I'm telling you, oh my gosh, when we do come into town, when I come into town, my sister and I, we have at least 3 dozen waiting for us frozen. So she's gone through all the legwork of doing all this and has them already ready to go, frozen and ready for us. So there you have it. Mine's not, I'm going to try and make them all equal and perfect, but we'll see how that happens. So as you see right here, the key is just putting it in the end of your wrap, and you can start rolling, but then taking the sides and bringing them in, and then just keep rolling. It's kind of like a steady motion, rolling. And then make sure it's tight, too. Okay, just like that. Now, I know when she probably watches this, because I talked to her last night. Again, I've asked her this question so many times. And she tells me the same thing. It's the same thing, Sharon. It's the same thing. So I know when I call her later, she's going to say, how did the shrimp rolls turn out? Oh my gosh. I respect and I appreciate whenever you make them for me. So I'm just going to leave it at that. When I go home in a few weeks for my nephew's graduation, she's going to teach me another Vietnamese dish. So a couple others. So I'm excited about that. And shortly, I'm going to do spring summer rolls too. I have a friend who has been, oh my gosh, just begging me to make them. And so finally I asked my sister-in-law, Is this really easy to make? Yes, Sharon, it's easy, but you know, everything's easy for her. But it is. It is. I've made them and they turned out really good. Okay, so I'm going to make like one more. One more, and then we'll start frying because I think our oil is, it's getting there. So, yeah. Okay, by the time I get done with a few more, I'm going to fry these up and we will be good to go. So these are going to be awesome for any type of appetizer, for a party that you may have, or just an appetizer in general, or just to go along. I think some of you guys have seen, hopefully, the recipe that I did, fried rice, shrimp or chicken fried rice. These will go well with them as well. So you can have shrimp rolls with your fried rice, or like I said, just as an appetizer. All right, I think I'm just going to put this in just to see how. Okay, maybe a little bit. I'll make a couple more. Just a little bit more as far as our oil being hot. Again, you don't want it super hot, but you don't want it to where it's not frying like a crispness. Let's do a couple more because I'm sure this is going to be good. And I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. So this will be right on time. And actually, I think maybe the egg wash, I could have sworn I've seen her do it a couple of different ways, sealing it with egg wash or the cornstarch. I think the last time I did these, we used egg wash. I'm going to grab a little bit of the egg wash just so we can make sure that they seal properly. Just go whenever. Okay, so I have... Shut up. Okay, so I'm back, and as you see, I just added just a little bit of egg wash. These are liquid eggs, but you can just take a regular egg and seal it, scramble it, like whisk it up. Oh yeah. So I just want to make sure because I want it right. For various reasons, I'm being bullied. Make sure these are right. All right, so let's get to frying after I roll this one. So as you see, when you go to, these are professionals, rollers. When you go to Asian restaurant, just see how much love that goes into those egg rolls and spring rolls that you're eating. It's not easy. They make it look easy. Okay, so that's good. All right. Let's get to frying. I want to make sure that these stay closed. But ideally, what you would do was you would get all these together and then fry all at one time. So I'm going to do what we have here made already. And again, in the your oil, I just use regular like canola oil. You can use a vegetable-based oil. But these are going to be in here for about, I guess, 5 to 6 minutes. The shrimp obviously is you want it brown, golden brown. The shrimp obviously is going to cook once it browns up. And another reason why you don't want your oil too hot is you want the shrimp to cook. So if the outside of your roll is cooked really fast, then the inside's not going to be cooked. So you'll have raw shrimp. That's a no. That's a no. Okay. Okay. And if I recall correctly, if My sister-in-law's rolls are a little bit shorter and tight. So I'm going to make mine this set a little bit. So I think what she does is like roll it closer together and make a smaller, tighter roll. So that's what we're going to do for these. Oh yeah, I see now. And she uses, honestly, she told me she uses a different paper that she has access to in Minnesota. I'm sure it's here too, but oh yeah, this one looks really good. And it's a little bit smaller, so all good. We'll just turn these as they're cooking. And again, you just want them to be, sometimes you just have to pat yourself on the back. I just like how it's so cute. That's going to be the goal, is to make sure that your roll is tight. And that's going to take some practice. I mean, I have some practice here just because we make wraps, sandwich wraps. So over the years, I've had some practice. Okay. So, like I mentioned before, this is going to be great for an appetizer for your upcoming party, or just to have. Okay. Yeah, I gotta practice this whole roll thing. It'll come, but the key is just making it tight. Oh yeah, this is a good one. It's the small things I get excited about. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Okay, those are cooking up. You just want to make sure you turn them. I'm going to make these a little more brown and make sure that they're crisp. And it's looking good. But as it's cooking, I'm going to still keep rolling, so we'll have them all ready. And isn't this so simple? I mean, once you get the whole technique down for rolling, the ingredients part is easy. Okay. And then again, it's not multiple. I like this type of cut of the shrimp just because you can use one. You can kind of like count out how many you have and see. You don't have to have, you could have pieces if you wanted, but they stay together better the long ways like I have them here, if you just cut them like that. And then the reason why it's cut too like that, the bigger piece, it's not going to have a flat roll like I'm doing right here. Okay, so I think I've learned through trial and error, the best type of sealing is going to be your egg wash. All right, you see how tight that seals? Okay, they're looking almost done. And then you can have, I like this chili, like I said, the chili sauce, but you can use hoisin sauce as well. But this is kind of like the brown golden look you want. So we're going to turn these so it cooks evenly. Oh yeah. Now I don't know how these would turn out in the air fryer. Okay, so this is like a great color right here. I'm just going to put that on there so it'll the oil will, you gotta be careful. I'm not gonna tell y'all my story again about the, Oil can be so dangerous. Frying. That's why we shouldn't fry so much. And it's healthier option not to fry. And safer. Okay. I'm going to let those a little bit longer and then finish these off and we will be good to go. And then I have my sauce ready to eat. So you can keep your rolls whole like we have here, or you can cut them in half. I'm going to keep them whole and we'll just serve them just like this. We'll turn that off right now. Okay, now wasn't that so simple? So we'll finish this one. And then we have our sauce and we're good to go. So I hope you guys will try this out. I'm excited to get ready to eat. And you can also, I'm a huge fan, as you all know, of seafood. But you could also put, you can make these into regular, like egg rolls. We'll have to show you that another time with all the other ingredients. But so simple. Shrimp, some seasoning, oil, bam, and you're done. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, Cooking with Sharon. We'll see you the next time.